Dada hits the lever and they fired on their journey. Celtic C got taken out at the go. Celtic C, the favourite, had to be eased for a stride or two and is 7 lengths off the first go. They're bounding past the 1200 metre marker. Towards the outside, Temple Graffin's trying to make a move. Miss Khalifa in front at the 1000 peg a neck. Can you keep it secret? The grey Red L is right there. Captain's Princess perfectly poised towards the inside, just 2.5 lengths off. Awesomely tuned next best. Can you keep it secret? And Running Brave a bit awkward there. Towards the outside, L's Flaming Beauty as they make their way down towards the 700 metre zone. Further back is Mazzari. Annika's towards the inside. Towards the inside, Believe the Best. At this point in time, can you feel it? Celtic C's going to have to sprout wings. Once again, got a bump around the turn. 8 to make up. Temple Graffin, Miss Khalifa at the 400. Captain's Princess goes in. Celtic C is now trying to launch a challenge. Red L's between them. Mazzari's running on. Temple Graffin, 300 to go. Can you feel it? Celtic C is now warming up with Mazzari. Mazzari, Celtic C is coming home. Can you feel it? Celtic C gets to Mazzari. Celtic C, a win full of merit from Mazzari. Can you feel it? And Running Brave. Everything went wrong for this individual, but Celtic C, you can clear the runway. Well, if ever there's a victory that's going to be full of merit, Celtic C does seem to lug in for a stride or two, but everything went wrong. You watch this replay, got done out the gates, got a nudge around the 600 metre marker, and Samanga Kamalo gets Celtic C to rise above all. Mazzari runs an absolute cracker. Can you feel it? And then came Running Brave. We'll take a look at the head-on replay because Celtic C and Mazzari do seem to get quite close together in the closing stages, but Celtic C seems to win a tad cozily. Let's have a look. Coming to the 300, Celtic C now. Can you keep it secret? Gets done at the 300 metre marker, and Mazzari's running an absolute cracker. Mazzari, Celtic C, the right-handed whip, and there's about 3 horse whips between them, and now they get very, very close, but Mazzari is running outwards onto Celtic C, so as they hit the line there, you'll see they just brush short of the post there, but we'll leave that to the stipendiary boards. It seems like Mazzari was running out a bit, and Celtic C just puts a foot to the inside, but wins a tad cozily at this stage. So number 7, Celtic C, all appears in order and goes off the favourite at 3 rand the win, 150. They do seem to just brush inside those last couple of strides, but as I mentioned, Celtic C wins a tad cozily as we hand you back to the studio.
Well, we've seen an absolutely outstanding performance here by Samanga Kamala on the daughter of Captain L. Beautifully ridden after having been taken out at the start of the race. Sean Terry, the winning trainer, he's our reigning South African champion trainer. And Mr. Babu Noonan is with us this afternoon, and the CEO of Samsung, Mr. Sun Yun. He's very kindly agreed to hand over the trophies to the winning trainer, Sean Terry. Let's first of all touch on this performance, Sean, I'm sure.
Sorry to interrupt, Andrew. Please note that there was a race review called. The rider of the second placed horse had a look at the patrol video, race review, but no further action. So no further action, stand by.
All right, thank you very much, Craig. Now we can get on with the post-race interview. Sean Terry, your heart must have been in your mouth when they jumped, but this was a top draw victory.
Not really, Andrew. I mean, obviously we were concerned about the draw and racing wide, but I mean, she does come from off them, and I knew that from there she was, even though she was 3 deep, it was still a good enough position, and when she started unwinding, it was getting a bit tight whether we'd get there or not, but you know, she's a classy filly, and often when you've got the best horse in the race, you don't have to worry.
I know that Chris has been your loyal patron for so long, and it's always nice to see those blue and red silks, but on this occasion, it brought back great nostalgic memories of seeing Mr. Beck's colours in the winner's enclosure.
Yeah, listen, what a great privilege to have these colours in my yard. When I was a little guy watching racing, obviously these were legends' colours, and you know, I'm just very thankful and grateful that I have been given the support. And just well done, Anthony. I said we would win one of these decent races, and she's done it. So just a very big thank you to Anthony. And obviously to CELTIC and to Maritz Fontaine. They've bred a lovely filly. And yeah, to the team at home, we've gone through some tough times, but you know what? We love our racing. They work hard, and glad to be on the board.
That's why he's the champion trainer at the moment, and Barbara Noonan's got the trophy that's going to hand over with Mr. Sung Yoon, who is the Chief Executive Officer and the President of Samsung. Thank you very much indeed for being here with us this afternoon. Sean Terry, our winning trainer. Our winning jockey this afternoon is the former champion, this side Smung. Of course, was victorious on Heavy Metal, becoming the first jockey of colour to win Africa's greatest race. Today, he's back with a bang. How are you feeling when the gates open?
You know, I just have to be as much relaxed as I can. Mr. Terry, you know what he just said, you know the feeling. Just make sure that she has a smooth run, and she should kick away, and you know how special she is. So I was just relaxed. I was happy where I was, and came to her straight. I said, you know what, let me try and get her to build, and she did it so easily. And you know, when the other horse came for the challenge, and she plugged on and gave a little bit extra, she did it the hard way, and she won the hard way too. So big thanks again to Mr. Terry, big thanks to Mr. Baggs, and also to everybody concerned, and you know, to my sponsors. I see they bred them, and well done to them. Maurice Fontaine, CELTIC. Always nice to be partnered with them.
Fantastic script for Samanga Kamalo from Mr. Sung Yoon, CEO of Samsung. Super victory over here, onwards and upwards. Mark this horse's name in your book. She'll be going to the very top. Well done, Samanga. And lastly, but by no means least, we've got Aby, who's come to join us. Just as long as Mr. Beck has been on race courses, so too has Aby. A very popular, lovable man, and Aby, I'm sure you're delighted. Mr. Beck must be in seventh heaven.
Hey, Abraham, this is the place to be, my boy.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Can I get you some Borsal cough syrup?
Oh, yeah. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world, boy.
Aby, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, the staff and everybody, and sponsors, and the organizer of this whole race. Congratulations, and thank you so much.
Mr. Sung Yoon, CEO of Samsung, has handed over Aby his bottle of Moutte Chandon. Sorry, it's actually GH Mum. I need to get that right. And the Golden Slipper Trophy, which was won by Celtic Sea a few moments ago. Congratulations to all concerned.
Oh, too heavy. Too heavy.
And we've seen and heard from the trainer. We've seen and heard from the jockey and the owner's representatives. But let's show this beautiful, made of solid gold. So make sure that you've got lots of protection, Aby.
I show it to America. I show it to Kentucky. Congratulations, Anthony.
He's probably sitting there sipping a glass of champagne at Gainesway.
It's not.
Drinking a cup of tea.
Yeah, a cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Okay, now to Sagino Magobozi. He's the winning groom. He's the guy that takes care of this horse. This daughter of Captain Al. Right, I'm sure he can take the trophy, and he can take the bottle of champagne. Let's get Sakino in here. Congratulations for doing a fantastic job preparing her, bringing her down here. It's not easy to travel. Many, many more wins to you. He says that the fillies run a fantastic race, and it's an honor and a privilege to look after her. Very well done to you. Well, folks, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Just a quick word from Sung Yoon with regard to your very kind and generous sponsorship. Great to have you here on this special day.
Yes, it's a great honor to be here, and this is the first time to join this the Durban July, but I'm thinking to start to horse riding from now. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Well, him and I, Sung Yoon and I are going to go on a diet at exactly the same time and see who's lighter this time next year, so we can ride in the race.
Yes.
Thank you very much to Babu as well. We'll be back with the Golden Horseshoe right after this.